Coming to you from the city beautiful Chicago, Illinois, where tonight WGN Sports on the U presents White Sox baseball. It's Paul Konerko, A.J. Pierzynski, Johnny Danks and the Sox as they get set to butt heads with Nick Markakis, Adam Jones, and the Baltimore Orioles. Hi, everybody, and welcome. I'm Ken Harrelson with Steve Stone as we get set to bring you Game 2 of this four-game series. As you know, last night, Sox had a 4-1 lead, and first thing you know, after a couple of innings and 4 home runs, they won it 10-4. So we're trying to get the series evened up tonight with Johnny Danks.
Last night was a tough one, and John Danks won last time out. So he's 1-1 this year, throwing the ball okay, but he got to spot his fastball a little bit better. So says Don Cooper. If he does that, he should do pretty well against this lineup, although they've got some good young hitters on the Orioles, and they're off to a fast start. Wei-Un Chen is going to the mound. He's Taiwanese. He's a left-hander and a soft-tossing left-hander. We don't have to tell you that that's a problem usually, but last time we saw one, Wilk against Detroit, we wound up beating him. Hopefully tonight we'll win the second game of the series.
All right, sit back, relax, and strap it down. White Sox baseball coming your way.
Chicago White Sox baseball in high definition is brought to you by Xfinity, your home for the most live sports. It's a cool night here at the ballpark, but a cloudless night. And we'll take a look at the Oriole lineup, the surprising first place Oriole lineup under Buck Showalter. Reimold leading off, had a big home run last night with Hardy hitting second, then Markakis, Jones, who also homered, Wieters, who had 2 of them, Reynolds, Betamit, Davis, and Andino rounded out. The defense and how they're going to line up behind Johnny Danks. Left to right, Viciedo, Diaza, and Rios in the infield. Morel, Ramirez, Beckham, and Konerko. A.J. Przinsky, a red-hot hitter behind the plate. And Johnny Danks on the hill. Danks looking for win number 2. This is his 3rd start. Opponent's batting average a little higher than he would like. He'd like to start spotting that fastball a little bit better. The umpires for the game tonight: Gary Darling behind the plate, Corey Blazer at first, Jerry Meals at second, and Lance Barrett is at third. So they've thrown the ball around the infield. We're ready to play baseball, and I'm ready to turn it over to my play-by-play partner, Ken Harrelson.
All right, Steve, thank you. And once again, good evening, everyone, and welcome to White Sox baseball right here over WGN Sports on the U. Nolan Reimold will lead it off. Nolan, that big home run last night. He was 2 for 3. As he's looking for it, got it in underneath it. Reimold comes in hitting at .353 with 3 homers and 6 RBIs on the young season. He is very, very strong. Ball hit hard. Look at the pick by Paulie, would you? What new mercy.
Nice to start it off with a gem, and that could have easily been a 2-base hit down the line. Paulie didn't expect Reimold to go there, but there he went. Hard hit ball, great pick. Takes it himself. And very happy Paul Konerko that it stuck in the glove, because I don't think visibility right now is great.
So here's the shortstop, J.J. Hardy, hitting at 179, couple of homers. He's driven in 2. He was 1 for 5 last evening. Orioles come in hitting at .265 as a club with a 3.35 ERA. Missed that game last night. It was a toughie. Built ourselves a 4-1 lead against their ace, Jake Arrieta, who's got really good stuff and could not hang on. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
That guy that came out of the bullpen was pretty good too. Strop.
Pedro was throwing 97.
Wow.
That's into right field. And out number 2.
Well, Strop is a converted position player, so he's got a fresh arm, and we saw it. Here was a guy claimed on waivers. Apparently Texas had no need for him. Baltimore certainly happy to get him.
Nick Markakis. Nick's first pitch strike. He was 1 for 6 last evening. Comes in hitting at .211. A couple of homers. He's driven in 5. These 2 clubs met 8 times last year, and they split those 8 games. That hangs at 0-2. Just turned 27-year-old Johnny Danks. That one's a little high.
Johnny.
Ground ball. Morel's got it. And a beautiful play by Konerko to start this ball game off. 1-2-3 inning for Danks after a half inning of play. It's Baltimore 0, and our guys coming to bat.
Leading off in center, then Morel at third. Dunn the DH. Hawley hitting in the cleanup spot. AJ, Alex, Alexi, Diane, and Gordon round out the starting lineup. The defense and how they'll line up behind Chen. Reimold, Jones, and Markakis in the outfield. Bedamit, Hardy, and Dino and Davis in the infield. Matt Wieters had a big night last night behind the plate. And Wei-Yun Chen. There you look at the numbers from his only start against the Yankees. Actually threw the ball pretty well. Gave him 2 earned runs. Struck out 6, walked 1. He's the definition of the soft-tossing left-hander. Missed a couple of years with Tommy John surgery. The Orioles took a chance on him. He's only 26 years old, out of Taiwan. And they think at least he's got a chance.
And before we show you our picks to click, you at home select yours as Alejandro Diaz stands in. Diaz hitting at .222. Couple of homers and 5 RBIs. Takes ball 1 up and in. And there's a strike. 1-1 to count.
Chen really reaches back to get some. He'll throw at 90, 91 miles an hour, but he'll pitch comfortably 87 to 89.
And that one's fouled back. So he jumps out on top of Diaz, 1-2. None of our guys have ever faced Chen. And there's another foul here at the ballpark. 330 down the left field line, 335 down the right field line, 375 in the gaps, and 400 straightaway center. Outfield short, around to the left. Checks it up and takes ball 2. Checks it up. He does not go, and a full count.
Alejandro did a nice job of laying off 2 fastballs up and out of the zone. It's not the pitch that Chen wants you to hit.
And he is battling him hard.
You think it's easier first time around when you've never seen a pitcher lefty on lefty or righty on lefty?
It's according to if he's got a good slider or a good changeup. If he's got a good changeup or a good slider. Well, you know me, I always take a left-handed hitter against a left-hander.
Yeah, well, you took well, we won't mention who you took until it's time, and that's how Chen is pitching him mostly everything up.
And there's good at bat right there for Alejandro. And right now let's check out our BMW picks to click. Jim Angio, our director and crew, went with Rio. Steve's going with Viciato, and Tony Saldana, Steve Camp, Joe Frosina, and all the great folks at Infinity of Lyle. Now we're going to go with Pierzynski. And for a limited time, get incredible lease deals on the 2011 BMW 3 Series. Visit ChicagolandBMW.com for more information.
You guys would like to get a picture of the fact that I am leading this pick to click thing. This probably will be the last time all year.
Morel into left field. Get down. Oh, nice play right there by Mola. Get a chance to double him up, but no.
It was a big effort in left field by Nolan Reimold. That ball was sinking quickly. We talked about the visibility. It's dusk, and you just don't see it all that well, but he saw it well enough to make a great diving catch. This wasn't one of those catch and then dive. This was just a flat out dive.
So So a big play right there as far as Chin is concerned. And here's Adam. Adam 0 for 5 last night, hitting at 200. As he looks at ball 1. Second of this 4-game set. Orioles took the opener last night 10-4 in 10 innings. They scored 1 in the 8th, 2 in the 9th to tie it, and 6 in the 10th to win.
What Alejandro would probably like to do at first base is take what you call a one-way lead. You get off to a bigger lead than normal with the intention of only going back to the bag. You want to try to force the pitcher into giving you his best move. So far, he hasn't seen any move.
Going 1 to count with Konerko on deck.
Pretty good straight change from Chen, who has a good one.
Outfield. A little bit of a gap out there in left center. As the 2-2 pitch. Good eye, full count. Now you might see this good move.
Yeah, I was going to say, now you're likely to see the best he's got. That one just down. Could have gone either way. And we got the benefit.
Shorter lead. Diaz. He does not go. And there's a high pop-up out into short center field. Jones taking charge and makes the catch for out number 2. So here's Pauly. Pauly comes in on a 9-game hitting streak. That's all we played. Pauly's average at 371 with a homer and 9 RBIs. 1 for 4 last night with a big 2-run double.
On base percentage, very impressive, 421.
First pitch strike. Well, we mentioned earlier. Of all the hitters with 1,000 or more bats, there are only 5 guys with a better OPS than he's got.
Pretty impressive. And at this point, he doesn't seem to have made any concession to the aging process because he seems to be getting better as a hitter.
That's into left center field. Jones. And that'll retire the side. So he walks the leadoff man, pitches around that. And after 1, no score. Center fielder Adam Dunn will lead it off against Johnny Danks as he pops the first pitch up. Adam Jones, what a good-looking young player he is. And here's what he did last night with 2 out top of the 9th inning in a 4-3 ball game.
Unfortunately, he got a fastball right down the middle and hit a line drive rocket out of the ballpark. Of course, the disastrous 10th followed.
That ball did not take long to leave the premises.
He's very strong. Used to swing at pitches everywhere out of the zone. Now he's tightened it up somewhat. What I like about Johnny Danks so far is he is throwing strike 1.
So here's Matt Wieters. 3 for 4 last night. 2 homers. A grand slam in the top of the 10th. He's off to a big start at 344, 4 homers and 9 RBIs. And here he is at bases loaded home.
Zach Stewart got one up and out over the plate.
And there's a bullet. So Wieters, both sides of the plate, swinging that stick.
Now you can tell why he was #1 draft pick. Switch hitter, big catcher with a pretty good stroke from both sides.
Here's the DH tonight, Mark Reynolds. There are his numbers, 172, no homers, 3 knocked in, but he did have a big RBI double last evening. Lifetime against Danks is 1 for 6. Well, it remains to be seen how the Oriole pitching will be. We know Arrieta is going to be all right, but
yeah, the rest of the rotation. Look, Mattis is a good one. He's a youngster with a big curveball, good left-hander, but it's far from settled yet what it's going to look like down through the bottom part of the rotation.
Well, the offense is going to be dangerous. They've got an offense that if you make some mistakes, they're probably going to hurt you bad.
They did pick up Tommy Hunter from Texas. As you look at Buck Showalter, the skipper of this team, with a big rebuilding project on his hands.
Orioles been rebuilding for a long time.
Seemingly since Peter Angelos bought the ball club. Good off-speed pitch here, and you're going to get him. It's going to be a changeup. Let's see if he swings through it.
Full count.
Former Sox Wilson Vedement in the on-deck circle.
Down ball, sucked up. There's one. And rack him up. So a nice 5-4-3 twin killing. After an inning and a half, nada.
Beckham. As Morrell, wide of the bag, throws this ball almost behind Gordon. He's able to get it, avoid the base runner, and complete the double play. A nifty 5-4-3.
Strong arm right there, Gordon Beckham.
Indeed. See what's possible with AT&T Uverse TV and AT&T high-speed internet. Rethink possible.
Yurzinski, Rios, and Ramirez here in our half of the second inning. AJ comes in hitting at .370, 3 homers and 9 knocked in. And last night,
that started things off very well.
First pitch strike. Backhanded by Andino, and that is out number 1. We'll check some other action for you. Bottom of the third in the Bronx. Yankees leading Minnesota 5-3. How about those nasty Nats? 8-3. They're leading Houston 1-0. Bottom of the 6th in D.C.
They've got a pretty good pitching staff, especially that starting rotation.
Texas just hammering Boston 7-2 after 2.5. John Lester started that game for the Carmines. Pedroia gave him a quick 2-0 lead off Colby Lewis, but it didn't last long. Alex 1 for 4 last evening.
That's John Russell standing next to Buck Showalter. He's his bench coach and former major league manager.
Popped up. Chris Davis, 2 down. That'll bring up Alexei. Tigers leading Kansas City 1-0. That's in the top of the second at Royal Stadium. No score. Dodgers at Milwaukee after 1.
Kansas City off to a terrible start, and losers of 5 games in a row. In fact, they're 0-4 at home.
It's not because of their outfield defense.
No, it's not because of their offense for the most part. That young pitching staff just doesn't have it yet.
Well, I tell you, I really like that Danny Duffy.
Got a great arm.
Oh, he's got a terrific arm.
No, their youngsters are they're gonna come along. Because they're gonna need some time.
2-1 the count to Alexei. Cubs leading the Marlins 1-0. Bottom of the 5th down in Miami. Dempster on the bump. And that's Souvenir right side. Cubs 3-7. Marlins are 4-6. St. Louis 7-3. They're leading Cincinnati 1-0. Top of the second in St. Louis. The 2-2. There's a shot. Well, you can cancel a post-game show.
Chen tried to get that fastball into Ramirez, who's up in the box, has very quick hands, and drives it easily into left field.
That'll bring up Viciedo. Tanks 1 for 3 last night, comes in hitting at .286 with a couple of homers.
there's one of the moves. Probably not his best.
Checks it up, and the count 1-0. Tomorrow night, making plans to be with us here, the Jake Meister. He really dominated that Tiger lineup. Jake Peavy on the bump against Tommy Hunter. Can't make it to the ballpark. That game will be over. Comcast Sportsnet. Then on Thursday afternoon, getaway day. That will end the 7-game homestand. It'll be Gavin Floyd against Jason Hamill, and that game also on Comcast Sportsnet. Then it's off to Seattle for 3 and Oakland for 3. Good pitch right there. So Chen on top of Tanks, 1-2. Try, just missed.
Well, what Chen does with his fastball, which is less than overpowering, but he moves it up, down, in, and out. So he's trying to control all 4 quadrants, which is not an easy thing to do, especially for the guy that hasn't pitched in this country. But he never had below. Well, he never had above 3-point ERA in Japan. In 4 seasons. That's pretty impressive in any league. You can tell he's just throwing it pretty much up, down, in, and out.
Decent lead, just a decent lead by Alexei. And the 2-2 pitch. Top foul. And a reminder, have you seen the White Sox dynamic ticket deal of the week? Well, enjoy a variety of price options for specific games and seating locations. Best tickets in the best locations directly from the White Sox. Buy early and save with the White Sox dynamically priced tickets. Visit whitesox.com/pricing. And that's something we're going to be talking to you about, because this is going to be a terrific thing for the fans. Chance to buy early and save a lot of money.
And get the best seats available from the source.
From the source, primary source, which is the White Sox. Full count.
Actually wants to make sure that Chen delivers this ball home. You don't want to get too adventuresome at first.
2 out, and the payoff pitch. Yeah, visit whitesox.com/pricing for more information.
Eighth pitch of the at bat, and again you can tell throwing him just about everywhere you can throw.
High fly ball into short right field. Markakis, he's a good one. And that'll do it. We have completed 2 with nobody scoring. First pitch up high to Wilson Betemit. Wilson comes in hitting at 214, a homer. Driven in 5. And that ball is hit high and deep into right center field. Alex making the calls. Got the ball. Got 2 pitches and 1 out. Wilson might be another couple of years pushing Octavio Dotel.
He can still swing the bat. He can swing it from both sides. And as long as you don't ask him to play too much defense, he can really help the ball club.
Yeah, Wilson started off with Atlanta, Dodgers, the Yankees, White Sox, Kansas City, Detroit, and now Baltimore.
A lot of teams like a guy that can play every now and then, hit off the bench, especially a switch hitter. He's shown that he can do that.
Chris Davis can't get it.
What might eventually do in this ball club is the fact that they have the worst defensive team in the American League. And if that keeps up, it's going to put a lot of pressure on the pitching staff.
And especially a young pitching staff. And you get those young pitchers out there. It's bad enough for veterans, but veterans can certainly handle it a heck of a lot better than the younger guys. And you giving them the line drive, right, Alex? 4 and 5 outs in an inning. That just kills them.
You got a problem. And they are the worst defensive team with 2 Gold Glovers. Leaders behind the plate, Markakis in right field, and a guy in center field that probably will win a Gold Glove before too long. So, I mean, they've got some guys who have some skills, just as some of the other guys really struggle.
Here's Robert Andino. Andino, 2 for 4 last evening, hitting at 324 with a homer and 5 knocked in. Shanks that one into right field, right at Alex, and a nice 3 put out inning for Alex Rios. And after 2.5, still no score. Friday home game is United Flyaway Friday. Each Friday home game, one lucky fan will have the chance to win 2 free round-trip tickets to anywhere in the continental United States that United Airlines flies. United proud to fly the White Sox. Mark Sparky Seipel, Mike Corrigan. Job well done.
I'd like to send along birthday greetings to Jack Rasmussen, 6 years old, a huge Sox fan looking on today. His favorite player, Brent Lillibridge. He could turn into a lot of people's favorite player the way he plays a game.
Yes, he can. As here's Gordon Beckham. And a count 0-2.
When you're really struggling, it seems like you walk into the batter's box at 0-2.
Tell me about it. It's like 9 years like that.
You never get much of anything to hit. Then they drop something on you.
Yes, sir, that is not a good place to be. And then you just, there's envy almost in everything, in every sport. That pitch is popped up. Get out of here. Trying to come back, but it won't. But there's envy in almost every sport. Well, there is, no question about it. I used to be so envious. Guys who walk up there, and first thing you know, they're 2-0, 3-1. And then I had the pleasure of watching the big hurt Frank Thomas play so many years with us and hit 2-0, 3-1.
All the time. Well, guys were, they just didn't want to go after it.
And he wouldn't chase. He wouldn't bite. That's one reason. For 8 years, he was the best right-handed hitter I ever saw. That's popped up. Let him hit.
That was a very good straight change. And Beckham out number 1.
So here's De Aza. He had a solid at bat against Chen before drawing a leadoff walk in the bottom of the first. Goes through that one.
I think he's out.
He's out.
Unfortunately, that ball, says Gary Darling, hit him when he was out of the batter's box.
Well, from up here, it looked like it did. We don't know. We see it again.
We'll take a look. Looked to me like he was in the box.
Looked to me like he was out of it. But we'll see. This is a better angle. He's out of that box.
Well, Gary Darling gets a deciding vote.
So 2 unassisted on the put out if you're scoring along with us. And that'll bring up Brent Morrell. No score here in the bottom of the third if you're just joining us. Totals on the board identical at 0-1 and 0. That's a good strike.
Both pitchers been throwing a lot of first pitch strikes. Chen walked De Aza. That's the only walk of the game.
0-2 the count.
Shading Brent a touch toward right center field. Jones likes to play a shallow center field, which is usually a pretty good thing. About ready to deliver pitch number 48.
And 48 is high. Two out. Change up. And that'll do it. A 1-2-3 inning. We'll go to the fourth. The 1-0 pitch to Nolan Raimo, leading off here as Danks has faced the minimum through the first three, giving up one hit, but it was erased off the bases. Double play it into by Mark Reynolds. Raimo was robbed of extra bases on a beautiful pick by Konerko, leading off the ball game. Come back and get him. No walks, Johnny. There's one.
I don't think you want to duplicate that pitch on 3-1. That was middle in and about belt high.
And a full count. Well, the Oriole players will tell you that Raimo can hit it as far as anybody.
I watched him for the better part of 2.5 years in the Arizona Fall League because he kept coming back. He had some injuries to play through, and he could hit him forever in Arizona.
Change up gets away from him, so the dreaded leadoff walk. And you know, we were talking in last night's game about Ted Williams and what his philosophy was. It goes back to, as an old saying in baseball, a bad idea is better than no idea at all. And that's why Ted Williams was such a big advocate. You got to look for a pitch, not the ball. And Robin Ventura was talking about that in his pregame press conference this afternoon. And after the pitch, we'll start you in on that little talking head.
Well, I think when you go to the plate, you have to have a plan, and you know, I think, and it's been said before, it's better to have a bad plan to go up there with no plan. So, you know, it's an approach of a guy going up there. You can't just go up there and swing at everything and hope something's going to happen.
It's the approach. And that's what we were discussing last night. It's the approach and how you take your thought process up to that plate. And when you do, Robin, they didn't ask him about a specific hitter on our team. But as all our fans know, there are a couple of guys that are struggling, and when they do, rather than go up there and look for the ball, you're better off going up there and just sitting on a pitch. Because you can work off a bad idea. When you go up there with no idea at all, just looking for the ball, you got nothing to work off of when you go for 4.
So then it's just essentially it's reacting to what the pitcher is trying to do to you without forcing him to throw it in a spot that you're looking for.
Well, you know what, as I said many times, and our fans have heard this over the years, Cooperstown is filled with guys who moved around in that batter's box.
Well, you've always said you can create your own strike zone.
You create your own strike zone, and when you're going bad, if you're having trouble with the inside pitch, you move off the plate. If you like the ball out over the plate, you move off the plate so you can dive a little bit. If you want the ball from the middle in, you can move up on top of that plate. As here's trouble brewing right here. Back-to-back walks leading off the top of the 4th inning.
Well, this is the first time that Johnny Danks has had any type of control problems. And with the middle of the order coming up, it's not a good position to be in.
Yeah, but I've always thought that you needed 2 hitting instructors. One for power hitters, one for line drive type hitters. And I've always thought that you can be your own teacher to a degree in each and every at bat about what you're trying to do with that pitcher by moving around in that box.
You see very few guys in this day and age move around, though. I mean, they get a spot they like and they stay there regardless. They can go for 30. They're in the same spot.
Place against anybody who's pitching against us. A soft tossing left-hander like we have out there against us tonight, or against a guy like Arrieta last night who's throwing 95, 96 with a hell of a hook.
Well, that's like pitchers struggling with their control and they never move on the mound. You're having trouble throwing the ball over a certain spot and you're on the first base side of the mound. You can't hit a certain spot and the pitcher will stay on the first base side of the mound and never move. They give you all that room to move to get you comfortable to maybe get a different angle on the pitch.
And there's a ground ball. Nice pick right there on a tough hop and rack him up. Yes, nice going, Gordon. I'll tell you, he's having trouble at the plate, but his defense last year, when he had a tough year offensively, never suffered 1 iota.
This is a tough play because it comes with a lot of overspin. Good solid throw to Ramirez. They double up Markakis, who couldn't get the bunt down, and then fortunately grounds into the double play. So now 1 out away from getting out of the inning, but it's a tough out. And again, there's a lot of ways to win baseball games. You'd love to win it with your bat, but if you're not hitting, you either win it with your legs or you win it with your glove.
Here's Adam Jones. He popped up to back him. Good thought process right there to pick up a quick one.
I mean, he saw Brent Morrell back at third. You got a powerful guy up. He's fast. He knows if he gets a ball on the grass, because they've all seen the way it rolls down the line, they know it's going to go back toward the field of play. It's a run and a base hit.
We got a guy sitting down in our dugout down there who's one of the best at that. Unexpected with a man on third and 2 out. Putting down a bunt.
So Robin Ventura did that.
Oh, he was one of the best in the league.
Pick up a lot of runs batted in.
He did that. And it hurt the other team mentally. You know that.
Well, they certainly wouldn't expect it.
Exactly. That ball hit hard, sucked up by Beckham. Danks pitches out of it with a beautiful pick. Start of a double play by Gordon. And we'll go to the bottom of the 4th. totals on the board identical at 0-1 and 0. They have one hit. That was by Matt Wieters. We have one hit. That was by Alexei. So here in the bottom of the fourth, it'll be done. Konerko, Pierzynski, Rios, and hopefully a couple more.
Well, it's the second time through the order. And although they didn't do much, and the Diaz and Morel last 2 outs of the third, these guys now have some sort of an idea. First of all, Chen throws a lot of high fastballs. The hardest fastball he has, 90, 91, early in the count, and he usually throws it high.
Breaking ball strike. Degrees here at the ballpark as we speak. Chilly evening, but a lovely evening. Gun popped up into high pop up into short center field.
They do have the big shift on with Andino well back on the grass at second.
One and two.
After a couple of slow curveballs, that's how 88 can look like 94, 95. And that's what Chen depends on.
Well, in reality, your reaction time on that kind of a sequence after you've seen a good changeup on an 88 or 89 mile an hour fastball is less than it would be on a 95 mile an hour fastball. Because your reaction time on a 95 mile an hour fastball, if you're looking for it, you're going a little quicker. But on that 88, after you've seen a couple of changeups, you're a half a beat slower. Two and two. Breaking ball. That's the second strikeout for Chen, and that'll bring up Paulie. But, you know, getting back to the good idea, bad idea. Over my all of parts of 7 decades in this game, I have talked to many, many, many hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of good pitchers. And almost to a man, almost all the good sinker ball pitchers, which in my time zone, it was more prevalent than it is today. Sinker, slider, curve, sinker, slider, curve. Almost to a man, they all said they had one thought when they went out there. And that was, if I get beat, I'm going to get beat down. If I get beat, I'm going to get beat low. And what that did for them is they kept their elbow up without them even thinking about mechanics. So they were curing their own mechanics with just with a thought. Because if you're going to miss low, you're going to get that elbow up.
And you have to keep your hand on top of the ball.
Exactly.
Because if you get your hand on the side of the ball is going to stay up, and that sinker is not going to sink.
And that's when you get a hammer.
Yep.
The 0-2. Paulie went out to center field. Got in on him. And that's what I'm talking about, the reaction time. That one was at 89, and Paulie's one of the best fastball hitters.
Can't do anything with it.
That's got jammed.
Well, I hope we don't see a whole lot of them, but a guy like you were talking about with a great sinker is their closer, Jim Johnson. I mean, he's got a heavy sinker at about 94 miles an hour. I mean, the bottom falls out of it. So if we don't see him, it means we're probably going to be in pretty good shape.
Well, way back many years ago, the Giants had a guy with just about as heavy a sinker as you'll ever face at about 95 or 96.
Frank Lindsay?
Bobby Bolden.
Oh, Bobby Bolden.
Boy, you hit one off him and it felt like you just hit a concrete wall. AJ. Grounder. Get off the glove at will, and that'll be a base hit. So just our second hit.
Chris Davis, who had a tough night with the glove last night and a good night with the bat, makes a big effort here. AJ goes out, gets a breaking ball, pulls it. Davis, not known for a great glove. This would have been a terrific play had it stuck in the glove. It didn't. And it keeps the inning alive for Alex Rios,
who fouled out to Davis back in the second inning. Kansas City has tied up the Tigers at 1. Game in the fourth inning, Kauffman Stadium, Royal Stadium.
And the man on the mound's counterpart, Bruce Chen, pitching in that game.
Waiters.
Nice stop by Wieters, who not only stopped it in the dirt but caught it on a hop.
And that's in the hole. So back-to-back singles coming with 2 out, and that'll bring up Alexei.
Wilson Benjamin looked like he wanted to move, just couldn't get over there. That ball was in left field and he dove for it. Well, a first chance to break through against Chen.
So here's Alexei. Outfield. Adam Jones playing straight up for the most part and fairly shallow in center.
Markakis has a very good arm in right field, as does Jones in center.
Takes the strike. Well, AJ is going to have a tough time scoring on any sort of a semi-line drive to anybody in that outfield.
Well, if he hits it there, don't have to worry about it.
Alexei in the hole 1 and 2 with the tank on deck. Two on, 2 out. Breaking ball, little nubber. Chen's got time, takes it, makes it, and that'll retire the side. So we have a 2-out threat. Can't do anything with it, and we'll go to the 5th.
The fifth inning is brought to you by Fifth Third Bank, member FDIC.
First pitch strike, Matt Wieters has the only Oriole hit, a line drive into left field. Did not check it up, and the count very quickly, 0-2. No score here in the top of the fifth inning. They have one hit, we have three. The 52nd pitch for Johnny. And the count evens at 2. He gone. Change up. And a Jim Dandy. And former Baltimore pitcher, also the Cubs, Milt Pappas had a good slider.
Traded even up for Frank Robinson. I'm thinking Baltimore got the better of that deal.
All Frank did was win the Triple Crown. 6.
He was one of the architects of a really good run by the Orioles.
Reynolds hit into a 5-4-3 double play. Yeah, Milt had a good quick slider. Back in that time frame, it was the prototype. Broke about 3.5, 4.5 inches with a little slight tilt on it.
They called it, well, they originally called it the nickel curve.
Oh, yeah, the nickel curve was a little bigger, but he had that little quick, tight slider with just enough tilt to get it off the sweet meat.
Good control. Bruce Fremming, his favorite umpire. That was an attempt at a perfect game. Still says to this day it was a strike. Bruce is no longer an umpire, but he still says it was wide.
There's the strike, and the count goes full.
Good change up here might do it.
He throws one like he did to Wieters. No question about it.
Time he threw a cutter in on his hands, which does set up the changeup away.
Has popped up right side. Paulie's trying to get over there, but it's going to be unplayable. And a reminder, join the White Sox mobile group today by texting ULTIMATE to 244-769. Mobile users get exclusive offers, deals, and contest info. Joining enters you into the drawing for our Ultimate Fan Package. That's where a lucky winner will receive 2 VIP game tickets, an autographed item, and Comiskey cash. So remember, text ULTIMATE to 244-769. Joining is free, but message and data rates may apply.
Take a look in at AJ. Wants a slider.
He gone.
He got it. This one with a little tilt to it, down and in. And that's why Reynolds usually strikes out in the neighborhood of 200 times.
Here's Wilson. Went out fairly deep to Rios. Gap out there in left center. Nothing in 2 the count.
This inning completely different with the control for John Danks.
Tank is there. Makes the catch. 1-2-3 inning. We're halfway home. Scoreless.
By Fifth Third Bank, member FDIC.
It'll be Biciedo, Beckham, and Diaza. 0-1-0 for the Orioles, 0-3-0 for our Sox. Bank 0 for 1, popped up to right field. Takes that curveball wide. And after that 68-mile-an-hour curveball, the 88-mile-an-hour fastball.
Yeah, that's the one you have to lay off of, the one that's up and out of the zone, because you can't catch up to it up there. Another one, similar spot.
I've mentioned this many times about a guy named Scott McGregor, former Baltimore
teammate of mine.
Left-hander. He pitched one of the best games I've ever seen pitched against a good hitting White Sox team over in the old ballpark. Threw a 3-hit shutout, struck out 10, and never hit 80.
Great straight change, and he threw right across his body. You just couldn't pick up the baseball.
1 out. So that'll bring up Beckham. He popped up to third, but here's what he did defensively back in the 4th inning. With 2 on, nobody out.
Johnny Danks in a jam. And there's been 1 4-6-3. There's been another 5-4-3. So Gordon's been in the middle of both of the double plays.
Well, that ball hit by Markakis had a tremendous amount of topspin as that's into center field. That's a can of corn for Jones. 2 down. Now back to the top of the order with Diaza. And a reminder, Sox fans, Hooters is the official road game restaurant of the White Sox. Come into any Chicagoland area Hooters when the Sox are on the road to catch the games on their flat screen HD TVs and enjoy great Miller beer features. Hooters, the original wing joint. Diaza walked his first trip, then his second trip in the 3rd inning, tried to bunt. The ball jumped up and hit him, and Gary Darling said he was out of the box. So it was a put out, 2 unassisted. One and one.
Reimold is fairly shallow in left field, giving him a little bit of the line.
Not a good bunt there. And that's an easy inning for Chin. Chris Davis leads it off here in the top of the 6th inning. He'll be followed by Andino, and then back to the top of the order with Reimold. Can't get that one, and the count evens at 1. Davis 0 for 1. He hit a screaming Mimi out there to Alex Rios in right field back in the 3rd inning. 1-2.
Davis is another one of those Oriole hitters who's very strong. Came up with the Texas Rangers. They had a whole lot of first basemen at the time, and Davis became expendable.
You know, well, I think Davis is a pretty good reclamation project because he's 26 years old now. He's had quite a few at-bats in the big leagues, and he's in that window at 26, 27, 28. Whereas either they come out of it, or as a rule, always exceptions, but they'll either do it or they won't in that window.
Well, he also has one big advantage that you can't teach, and that's he's very strong.
Yeah, he's worth taking a shot with.
Lively bat, and this Oriole team knows that this is not going to be their year. So they are building.
And Dino flied out to Rios. Cubs came back to tie the Marlins at 2. That game in the bottom of the 7th in Miami. There's a strike. Atlanta leading the Mets 8-3. Top of the 7th down in Georgia. And there's a shot. Base hit into center field. And Dino picks up their 2nd hit. He is now 4 for 8 lifetime off Danks. And a reminder, Sox families, come to U.S. Cellular Field on Sunday, May 13th to celebrate Mother's Day. First 10,000 ladies age 14 or older will receive a White Sox tote bag, a great souvenir for any mother or daughter. Purchase your tickets today by visiting whitesox.com or calling 866-SOX-GAME.
And Dino didn't have a great year last year at 263. Trying to establish he could play in the major leagues. Off to a very good start this year.
That's gone. It is 2-0 Baltimore. Reimold, that's his 4th homer.
He didn't start the game last night. He came on for Andy Chavez in the 9th inning. He homered. Then in the 10th, he singled, drove in a run, and this time he got a high fastball. It was right down the middle and up in the zone and gone.
Up and out, and that's where he hit it. That's the 19th home run for Baltimore. Our guys have got 12. And that's trouble.
That's a 20th.
Quick strike homers by the Orioles last night, and now here in the top of the 6th. It is 3-0.
Hardy has 3 home runs and 3 runs driven in. Another fastball right down the middle. And J.J. Hardy, coming back from ankle problems, takes it out.
Well, he hit 30 last year. Drove in 80. So here is Markakis. Pauly stays with it. He'll take it himself, and that's out number 2.
For Johnny Danks, he's given up 4 home runs. in now 18 innings of work.
Center fielder Adam Jones has popped to second and grounded hard to second. Two out. And the 1-1 pitch. Pull the string. He gone, but some damage is done. A 2-run homer by Nolan Raimold and a backed up by a solo shot. J.J. Hardy. It is 3-0. Bad guys. And a reminder, Sox fans, we want to recognize your Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Chevy dealers for their support of local youth baseball leagues. Through the Chevy Youth Baseball program, the local Chevrolet dealers support over 30,000 young ball players in their communities by providing leagues with equipment kits, instructional clinics, and financial support. From the big leagues to the youth leagues, Chevy is truly the official vehicle of baseball. Three quick ones. And Brent Morrell, Adam Dunn, Paul Konerko. Brent was robbed of a base hit on a beautiful play by Nolan Raimold in the first inning. Then he struck out in the third.
Let me get something going against Chen, who has had very good control tonight.
There's a shot. He won't catch that one. A good way to start.
Brent goes right back up the middle. This ball on the outer part of the plate. And a promising way to start the sixth.
Adam has popped up to Jones in center and struck out.
made an announcement about Nolan Reimold. He's homered in 4 straight games. First time that's happened since Luke Scott in 2009.
One thing about these Orioles, you put Ryan Roberts back in that lineup. It's a pretty good lineup.
Checking on medical report, he's been doing some baseball related activities, but it'll be a while yet.
One out. And here's Paulie. He's going out to center and grounded to third. Fastball at 90.
Well, he's got his 9-game hitting streak on the line. But at least 2 more at bats. Try to extend that to double digits.
That ball is smoked. Meanwhile, just a long, hard strike. There you go. Ball gets away from Waiters. So that'll be a stolen base for Brent, his first of the season.
He took up on first move. Chen has only made 1 move to first base. And as Wieters came up to throw, that ball got away. But with the head first dive into second, Brent could not locate the ball. So runner in scoring position.
So Andino's going to hang out around second. And that's cued foul. So 2-2 the count. And a reminder, you can organize a group outing of 20 or more guests during the season. Purchase a block of tickets or enhance your outing by upgrading to a pregame patio party, a diamond suite, or one of our other great party areas. Call 312-674-1000 and visit whitesox.com to book your group outing today. Bertucci boys down there will take care of you.
Bobby was up here the other day. Man stays tan a long time.
Checks it up. Sometimes I think it's his blood pressure.
With Bruno around, it's not surprising.
Top of the 8th in Fenway, 8-2 Texas.
You don't have your good stuff on a given night. That's one team that will pound you.
Well, all the way up and down, as I said, to me they're the best lineup in baseball. But Victor Martinez comes back with the Tigers. They're going to challenge him for that. Payoff pitch.
That was a good stop by Wieters, and the second walk of the night. So it could very well be that Chen is starting to tire somewhat. 89th pitch. That ball almost gets away from Matt Wieters. Good eye by Paulie. Brings a tying run to the plate.
In the person of AJ. AJ is 1 for 2, a single, back in the 4th inning. Make that 11-2 Texas. Josh Hamilton has just crushed one for a 3-run homer way back.
That's surprising. He was swinging the bat pretty well against us. Bullpen up and going. It's Luis Ayala.
Big pitch coming up right here. 2 on, 1 out, and a 1-1. It's in the dirt. Both runners will advance.
Good heads up base running. As soon as Brent Morrell saw that ball in the dirt and Wieters having some problems with it, he took off. And Paulie alertly realized that Wieters couldn't get around AJ to get to it right away. So now base hit has a chance to score a pair. Buck Showalter want to see if Ayala's ready.
That's trouble. That's fair ball down into the corner. That's going to score a pair. So AJ will cruise into second, and it's a 3-2 ball game. Yes.
That puts AJ among the league leaders in hitting and runs batted in as he drives in run number 10, run number 11, and it turns into our 4th drive of the game. It's a breaking ball. He had a base hit on a breaking ball back in the 4th. This time he doubles in a pair. Our 4th drive of the game gets his Sox within a run.
So Tony Saldana, Steve Kemp, Joe Fuzina's picked to click.
And Rick Adair out to the mound to have a talk with Chen, who for the first time tonight appears to be tiring after 93 pitches.
Don't stop now, boys. Alex is 1 for 2. Gap out there in left center.
Well, all of a sudden, Chen has lost any concept of the strike zone, which is something that hadn't happened all night until here in the bottom of the 6th.
Going to help him out. Here's the 2-0. Helped him out.
That ball was way up and out of the strike zone.
And now that count evens. 2-2. Alexei on deck. And it's full. 3 runs, 4 hits, no errors for their guys. 2 runs, 5 hits, no errors for our guys. And there's a base hit. AJ had to hold up to make sure it got through. Now he moves into third, so 1 out, runners at the corners.
And that's a right base running move by AJ. As soon as he saw the line drive, he went back to the bag at second, made sure it got through, then went to third. This ball a rocket. That's going to be it for Chen, who really saw the wheels come off here in the 6th. And with runners at the corners and a chance to at least tie it up, Chen will leave, and we'll be back after these messages. It's Darren O'Day. 1-0 record. ERA very respectable at 2.70, on for the 4th time. He's a submarining right-hander. But if there's one guy that can catch that breaking ball before it breaks, it's a man coming to bat. Alexei Ramirez will be right up in the front of the box. Young man did a pretty good job through 5 before running into some control problems, getting behind here in the 6th. And our hottest hitter, AJ Pierzynski, brought the team within 1. Some start AJ's had this year.
So 1 out, runners at the corners. And here's Alexei. He's 1 for 2. Excellent opportunity right here to get this ball game tied up. As we talked about earlier, Markakis with a very strong, accurate arm in right. The same for Adam Jones in center. Decent lead by Alex. Big sweeping breaking ball, and the count 1-0.
The Orioles do not have a wild pitch this year. The one that got by Wieters tonight, Orel was running, so he was credited with a stolen base. But O'Day can throw one of those wide sweepers away.
Pops that one foul to even the count at 1. Ball is striking out. Rangers now leading Boston 14-2, top of the 8th. They've hit 5 home runs in that game. The big pitch right here, the 1-1. And he pops him up. So a big out right there for O'Day. And that'll bring up the Tank. He has popped up to right and struck out. Breaking ball catches a strike. Gap out there, a small gap out there in left center, and a lot of room between Reimold and that left field line. Ediment well back and off the line at third. The ball hit down the right field line and going foul. Good approach right there on that pitch by Viciato.
Well, that ball was out of way. The only thing you could do with it was try to hit it into right field. That he did. Fortunately, it did slice foul because Markakis was right there to make the play, but stayed in play.
Well, one of the biggest things about making that approach on that pitch from a sidewinder like that is maintaining your height. Guys have a tendency to go down. If you maintain that height, you have a chance to drive that ball. There he goes. They got him picked off. So that will end the inning with the tying run at third base and the Tank at the plate. But we pick up 2. We'll go to the 7th, trailing by 1. First pitch by Johnny Danks. Matt Wieters is taken high and wide. Wieters has singled and struck out on a good changeup. That evens the count at 1. 3 runs on 4 hits for them. 2 runs on 6 hits for us. No errors have been committed. And if you're wondering about that play right there with Alex, it's a good play except for one thing. He left too soon. They were going to give him the stolen base.
Yeah, I don't believe that Wieters was going to throw through. You don't want tying run to score on a missed throw or anything along those lines.
Pokes that one out in the right field. Alex is there. And that's out number 1. And Sox fans, join us for Bet Day on Sunday, April 29th at 1:10 as our White Sox take on the Red Sox. First 10,000 children ages 13 and under receive a White Sox bat courtesy of Comcast Sportsnet. Comcast Sportsnet, fans' best friend. Slaps that one foul. Reynolds is 0 for 2, a 5-4-3 double play, and a strikeout.
Strikeout came on a very good slider down and in on the 3-2 count.
Ball's hammered. That's fair. That will be a 2-base hit. That's his 4th 2-bagger.
That was a cutter that didn't get inside near enough. Lance Barrett on the call. So an insurance run out at second base.
And here's Betterman. Going out deep to right, and he's going out to left. Change-up. Big motion right there, and then pull the string.
Perfect spot for it, 81 miles an hour. Very few guys are going to look for a straight change for his pitch.
Two and one. Adamant lifetime against Johnny is 3 for 8 with a homer. Big gap in left center. And another changeup.
Both of them at 81, both in different spots, but both good pitches. One low and away, the other low and in.
His changeup very seldom gets below 82. It's usually around 82, 83. Those two were 81. He gone. 2 down.
That time, after looking at a couple of changeups, he went back to the fastball. 91 low and away. Perfect pitch out of the strike zone. Benjamin has to protect. And no contact. Big strikeout.
Chris Davis has lined out hard to right and struck out. Takes a strike if you're just getting home tuning in. Baltimore 2-run homer by Rymole and then backed up by J.J. Hardy, they scored 3 in the top of the 6th. We came back on the 2-run double by A.J. 3-2 ball game. And that's low. Robert Andino on deck.
Johnny goes to a fastball. A face-high fastball is a good pitch.
Just got a piece of it. Top of the 9th down in Miami. 5-2 Marlins over the Cubs.
That game, as you say, is over.
High pop up. AJ staying with it, makes the catch. And that'll retire the side. 7th inning stretch. We need 1 to tie.
Scores in games around Major League Baseball.
It's the bottom of the 7th inning and a 3-2 Baltimore lead. Viciado will lead it off. Tank was at the plate when Alex Rios took off too early. Got him going into second base. So here we go. Diane has popped to right and struck out. Breaking ball, grabs the outside corner. Nice pitch by O'Day. And that one upstairs.
Addison Reed getting ready in the pen. We saw O'Day last year with the Texas Rangers. Spent part of the year at Round Rock in AAA.
Takes the bad one, and that is out number 1.
This one up and out of the zone. And he throws it by him.
Here's Gordon. He has popped up to third and going out to center. Takes it low and away. Outfield around to the right. Bit of a gap out there in left center. And the count evens at 1. Other scores, as you just saw, Toronto leading Tampa Bay 7-3 going to the 9th. Start us off right here with 1 down. Diaz on deck. Now check it up.
Troy Patton loosening up in the pen. Very well be loosening up for Diaz. Most submarining right-handers are very vulnerable to left-hand hitters.
That ball hit hard into the gap. Raimo races over and hauls it in. So for the last few days, every time Gordon would hit one hard, somebody makes a play.
Raimo's had a good night all the way around. He was playing toward the alley and then took that one away.
Here's Diaz. He has walked. Twice he has tried to bunt. Once the ball hit him when the umpire said he was out of the box. And the other time, Chin threw him out. Count evens. 1-1, Alejandro. There's a shot that's fair. Now that Raimo play looks big as that's down into the corner. Now he's going to turn it on, and he will get there. For Alejandro, that is his third triple.
Submariners for left-hand hitters are meat unless they keep the ball away. Now watch where Wieters wants it. Wieters wants it on the outside corner. But O'Day throws it on the inside corner away from the defense, down the line, and then Diaz turns it on. He's thinking 3 bases all the way. Checks behind him, realizes that they're not going to get him. And that's a tying run.
And here's Brent. Well singled to start off last inning. And scored. Also picked up his first stolen base. A big swing.
It would seem awfully inviting to try to lay down a bunt on Betterman at third. He doesn't field real well.
I like it.
Too late now.
0-2. Weaver just missed. Come on, Brent, right back through the middle. Souvenir right side.
Let him go to the same spot that he threw to Viciedo leading off this inning.
How about a wild pitch? No, we get a 2-out triple from Piazza. Can't do anything with it. We'll go to the 8th.
Johnny Danks, just one bad inning. Addison Reed comes in on for the 6th time. Bonus hitting just .200. Yet to have an ERA. He inherits a 1-run deficit. And he's going to start at the bottom of the order. Robert Andino is having a very good year.
Andino singled and scored in the 6th. He's 1 for 2. He is doing a heck of a job filling in for Brian Roberts. Well, right at the cut of the grass at 3rd. 1-1 to count.
There is a school of thought around the Orioles that when Roberts does return, use him as a DH and eliminate the fielding aspect, because he has been hurt the greater part of the last few years.
Well, he is certainly an offensive catalyst.
Okay.
Ball club.
Good player, good base stealer, switch hitter, got surprising power at times.
Two-two pitch. He gone. And that'll bring up Nolan Reimold.
For the 4th game in a row, Nolan Reimold has hit a home run. This coming in the 6th inning. It's a 2-run shot. That was the first scoring of the ball game. The Anything's Possible replay is brought to you by the Illinois Lottery, who each day make anything possible.
He's 1 for 2 with that 2-run homer. His other at bat leading off the ball game hit a rocket down to Pauly, who made a terrific pick on it to rob him of extra bases. He also walked in the 4th. Breaking ball, and the count 1-2.
Well, we've seen him with 4 at-bats in this series. And he's hit the ball hard each and every time. Yes, he did.
Yes, he did. He gone. Could not check it up. 2 down.
Don Cooper talking about Addison Reed, and they changed that slider. Good pick by AJ. Wanting the appeal as he's making the tag. Both went the right way.
Here's Hardy. He's 1 for 2. He backed up that homer by Reimold in the 6th with his 3rd of the year. Orioles 4 home runs last night, 2 home runs tonight. Count evens at 1.
Sox bullpen still up and going. Will Oman, the left-hander. Jesse Crane, the right-hander.
Got to hurry. He does. Throw is away. No advance. That'll be a base hit.
Good effort by Morel. Picks it barehand. Throws it a little bit wide of the bag. But alertly, Gordon Beckham is out there, and so is Alex Rios, who has at that point only one responsibility. That is to go toward the throw in case it does carry him off the stands, and Hardy couldn't advance, which could turn out to be a big play.
So here's Markakis. He is grounded to 3rd. Then hit into a 4-6-3 double play. That was in the 4th inning, and in the 6th, grounded out to Pauly. First ball, fastball hunting, fouls it back. Hardy has yet to attempt a stolen base. 3-6-0 for the Orioles, 2-7-0 for our guys. And that's into short, left center field. Diaz is there, makes the catch. And that'll retire the side. Nice inning for Addison Reed. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th. Done. Konerko and Pierzynski.
pitcher, so the night is done for O'Day. And it's Troy Patton. Comes in with a very high 7.71 ERA, on for the 5th time. Opponents hitting a robust 316.
So here we go, Adam. 0 for 3 tonight. He has popped to center and struck out twice. Patton, 26-year-old southpaw, 6'1", 180 pounds. Out of Houston. Got the shift on. And that's low and away.
This is the inning. This is the man you want to get to. Ford Johnson has a chance to come in and try to nail it down.
2-0. Paulie on deck. Ball hit hard but foul. And take our Sox with you this season. Subscribe to MLB.tv today to see every White Sox out-of-market game live online and on your favorite devices in HD quality. Visit whitesox.com to order and get more details. MLB.tv, baseball everywhere. 2-2.
See if Adam can stay with his breaking ball.
Hits it hard but foul.
Showalter has Ayala throwing in the bullpen.
Just underneath it. High pop up right side, and Dino.
And I think that's going to be it for Patton. Showalter wanted him just to retire done. Now he's going to Ayala. So mission accomplished as far as Patton is concerned. And we'll step out and be back after these messages. Handed Luis Ayala on for the 5th time, yet to have an earned run scored against him. And he'll be looking at Two of our best.
So here's Paulie. Paulie 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. Paulie's got that 9-game hitting streak going, but that's the last thing he's thinking about right now. He's thinking about trying to get on base or else tie this thing up. Ayala, 34-year-old veteran, 6'2", 175, out of Chandler, Arizona.
Last year spent some time with the Yankees. Actually did a pretty good job. 52 games, a fine 2.09 ERA.
There's a shot going foul. Dadgummit. Now you got to cinch it up and hunker down 0-2 the count. Top of the 8th in Kansas City. Tigers leading the Royals 3-1. And that is slicing foul.
Paulie's tried to go down each line. I think it foul both times.
And a reminder, tomorrow, make your plans to be with us here. Jake Peavy, Jake Meister against Tommy Hunter. Thursday afternoon in the finale, Gavin Floyd against Jason Hamill. If you can't make it to the ballpark, both those games will be over Comcast Sportsnet. And a full count. Ball 4, base hit.
Allen's got a pretty good changeup to go with that 92, 93 mile an hour fastball. Paulie's just hoping he gets careless with one middle in.
Threw it in a good spot.
And it was in, but not middle in. That was in on the hands.
That's where a lot of veteran pitchers will go to hitters like Paulie on a 3-2, right underneath their hands. It's hard for a rookie to get that done.
No, he doesn't do. He wants no part of inside normally.
No. And once again, the payoff. And there's that changeup. And that's out number 2. And here's AJ 2 for 3, and here's what he did with a couple on in the 6th.
With Chen still throwing a shutout at the time. AJ goes into the corner. That's as far as the offense could take us to that point.
AJ now hitting at 400 to go along with those 3 homers and 11 RBIs. And this is the 10th game. Softly hit down to third, and that'll retire the side. We're into the 9th. They lead it 3-2.
Inning with the 1-run deficit. Jesse Crain on for the 5th time, the ERA 360. I pushed back a little bit in spring training with an oblique problem. Now just getting back to where that over-the-top curveball, which is one of his biggest weapons, has been a little more consistent. It's the kind of night it is here. 47 degrees as we speak.
Adam Jones, Matt Wieters, and Mark Reynolds. Jones 0 for 3 tonight. First ball, Hunting pops it up right side. Beckham calling off Pauly. 1 pitch, 1 out. Here's Wieters. He's 1 for 3. Single sharply to left, struck out, and lined hard to right. That was 3 for 4 last night with 2 homers and 5 RBIs. Had that grand slam in the top of the 10th inning. Georgia Tech.
He did all that damage from the left side. And that's how he looks out at Jesse Crain.
Thanks a lot.
There's a strike and the count 1-1.
Here's a look at the big man we were talking about, Jim Johnson, with that heavy sinker.
Wow, I know what goes on in Padres. It's not always good.
2-1. Our guys in the bottom of the 9th, Rios, Ramirez, Viciedo.
Apparently a baseball has gotten loose. Alex does a little house cleaning, and now back to business.
And the Dodgers, with that 9-1 record, they were trailing Milwaukee 3-1. It is now 4-3 LA in the 9th inning. 3-1 to count. It's full.
Mark Reynolds waiting for his turn.
Outfield straight up, spread out, and the payoff pitch. That Dodger Brewer game, Andre Ethier has hit his 4th homer.
I think this is Ethier's option year, so look for a big year from him.
And once again the payoff. Pull the string on him. Nice pitch. He gone. 2 down.
Set him up with some heat and went to the straight change. Perfect pitch at 82, and I'm way out in front.
So here's the free swinging Mark Reynolds. 1 for 3, a double. A vicious line drive right over the bag at third. And a good call by Lance Barrett, because the ball landed in foul territory, and there are a lot of umpires that will not call that play.
Yeah, but we had a good angle. Our crew got us a good angle down the line, and that ball crossed over the bag. Fair. And fortunately, no harm done, as Bennett and Davis were quickly retired. Johnny Danks went 7, gave up 3 runs, 5 hits, walked 2, fanned 5. Had the one bad inning in the 6th. Other than that, threw the ball very well. And probably deserved a better fate than he's looking at right now, unless he can come back and rally in the 9th.
There's a hook. He gone. 1-2-3 inning for Jesse. We'll go to the bottom of the 9th. It is 3-2 Baltimore.
Years of his career with the Orioles was a starter. Now he's a closer, on for the 6th time. 4 for 4 in save situations, no ERA. And that sinker is pretty tough to lift in the air. But he was originally a 5th-round draft choice of these Orioles, but way back in 2001. He's been with them ever since. Last year, 69 appearances, a 2.67 ERA. Was not the full-time closer, though. Picked up 9 saves this year. The first year that he will close full-time.
And he is not a strikeout pitcher. So that'll go to show you just what a good sinker he's got. 28 years old, 6'6", 240 pounds, out of Sarasota. So here we go, boys. Alex will lead it off. He's 2 for 3 tonight. Got his average up to 250. And he's got the count. 2-0.
I'm sure Wieters is talking to Gary Darling about that last pitch. But it went our way, so we'll take it.
And it is 3-0 with Alexei on deck and Tank in the hole.
It's probably the best way to get that first blown save of the year is walk the leadoff man.
There's one. And there is the leadoff walk. So here's Alexei. He's 1 for 3. You get a guy like Johnson out there from a hitting standpoint, you got to make him get it up. You don't want to be swinging it. First ball, sinker.
No. Alexei showed bunt.
Outfield for the most part straight up, spread out a little bit. Small gap out there in left center. Pitch out, nothing on, and that evens the count. Orioles trying to make it 2 in a row of our Sox. They won last night. 10-4 as there's a bunt. That'll get the job done. Sox so far this year have been doing a much, much better job in that category.
Good deadening of the baseball, leaving Johnson with only one play. And that to go to first base.
So here's Tank. He's due. He's 0 for 3.
Kosuke Fukudome in the on-deck circle.
Viciedo's liable to get a low sinker here and hit a rocket into right center for a double. Takes low.
Diane's a good low ball hitter. Problems that he had with Chen was the high fastball. Same thing with O'Day.
Chopper up the middle and booted. Everybody's safe.
Well, we talked about the suspect Oriole defense, and it just might come back to bite him. J.J. Hardy up the middle. Takes a high hop on him. Not a bad hop, but a high hop. And it puts runners at the corners, a tying and winning run aboard.
So they rule that an error on Hardy, his first of the season. And now they're going to bring the infield in as Kosuke hitting for Beckham. And there's a shot. Safe at first. Good job right there. Of not getting doubled up.
Fukudome hit that ball as hard as you want to hit it. Wilson bet him it right there to make the play. He's well off the line. Alertly goes to first base, but
Lillibridge back underneath.
Yeah, good piece of base running, because it's easy to get doubled off on that play.
In this scenario, it is probably one of the easiest times to get doubled off because your adrenaline's flowing. Anything, when that ball is hit, he's thinking double. Lillibridge is.
Right.
Score. You want to take that thing?
Right.
Score.
I know. Score from first.
Good base running.
We'll show Walter out to the mound. And one of the things he's talking about is what he wants Wieters to do if Lillibridge takes off and goes to second. They want to make sure that everybody is on the same page in how they want to defend it. If they want to throw through, or if they want to just allow him to take the bag.
Well, there's 6 ways to defend that play.
Any of them good?
Oh, yeah.
If you execute, they're all good.
Oh, yeah. You got good speed at third. And there's strike one. Alejandro, who has 1 for 3, a triple. His third triple coming in the 7th inning. Unfortunately, it came with 1 out. So check that, 2 outs. Oh, and 2 the count. baseball perspective, I love the way Adam Jones plays center field.
Well, he plays shallow.
Very shallow.
Dares you to hit it. Dares you to hit it over his head, and wants to take away any looper.
Right here, though, he's rolling the dice a little bit in this situation. Because if he gets burned on this one, they lose.
Game over. Johnson tried to go upstairs with the heat. Alejandro fought it off. He stayed down, and that last pitch was face high.
2-2 the count. Tying run at third. Winning run at first with 2 out. Just got a piece of it, thank goodness. There he goes. Now the base hit. Full count. Now Raimo very shallow and left. And that's ball 4 that will load him up. So here comes Brent. Brent's 1 for 4, a single, a run scored, and a stolen base. Sacks packed with good guys.
He got one up. That from a sinker baller is what you're looking for. That ball was up and out away, and he fouled it right back. He was trying to go down. He missed with it, made a mistake, and got away with it.
There's a chopper, Betterman, throw it away. He won't, and this ball game is over. So the Sox give it a valiant effort here in the bottom of the 9th inning. Meanwhile, Johnny Danks, Steve, he pitched himself a good ball game.
He just had the one bad inning where he gave up the back-to-back home runs. Unfortunately, it did him in, but he threw well enough, just not well enough to win.
Orioles win at 3-2, and we'll be back.